Erich Maria Remarque was born on June 22, 1898 in Osnabrück, Germany, to Peter Franz and Anna Maria. He was the second child of the family, with his older brother Theodor and two younger sisters, Erna and Elfriede. The Remarque's household was never safe for young Remarque, which led to his love for outdoors and nature. The Remarques also moved regularly. This would later shape Remarque into a man always seeking love and comfort. Remarque was drafted into the military when he was 18. He was sent to the Western Front to fight for the Germans in World War I. He was hit by shell fragments and choked on poison gas, causing him to take injury leave. He visited his mother, who was ill. She would later die when he returned. The war ended in a stalemate a few weeks after his return. Little did Remarque know this experience would help him out later in life. Returning from the war, Remarque received his job as a teacher like he had hoped for, but in 1920, he quit his teaching position for one main reason. The people he taught around didn't respect or understand the pains the veterans of World War I still had. To get his mind cleared, he obtained many weird jobs. These included a tombstone salesman, a race car driver, a stone cutter, and an organist in an insane asylum. It took him 2 years of crazy occupations to realize his love was for writing. At first, he just edited sports magazines. This would change when he started writing novels full-time. Still unable to cope with his war experience, Remarque decided to lessen his pains by writing about them. In 1927, in a span of just 5 weeks, Remarque wrote All Quiet on the Western Front. The book is about a young Paul bomber who is persuaded by his teacher to join the war. Only 18 years old, Paul must put his life in pause as he fights. One by one, Paul's closest friends die, leaving him with nothing but fear and loneliness. Paul must cope with his emotions by fighting. During the battle, he slips into a bunker dug in the ground and repeatedly stabs a French soldier that was in there. Paul stays in the hole all night with him and realizes the man he had just killed is just a regular person. He starts to question why anyone would want to kill another man. He begs the dead man for forgiveness and even says without the uniforms they could even be friends. The novel ends when Paul is killed with what seems to be a calm look on his face, for all his pain is now gone. Remarque's goal was not to paint World War I as an adventure, but to make note of the men who were destroyed by it. All Quiet on the Western Front sold 500,000 copies in the first 3 months. In 18 months, over 3 million copies were sold, making it easily the most popular novel of its time. This was not the only attention it received, however. Adolf Hitler and the Nazis in Germany critically attacked it. The movie made from the novel became quite popular. Hitler ordered the Nazis to beat up anyone in line to see it. Hitler thought the novel made the German soldier and military look weak. Hitler called it a threat to Germany and ordered it to be destroyed. The book itself is one of the first to be burned in the Nazi book burnings, an event Hitler organized to eliminate any art form that posed a threat to Nazi Germany. These crazy events surprisingly did not hurt book sales. Some of his other not-so-popular novels include The Road Back, Three Comrades, Spark of Life, and A Time to Love and A Time to Die. All of his novels represent a feeling of loneliness. To cope with this loneliness in real life, Remarque married many women. Hollywood actress Paulette Goddard would be his most recent wife, married in 1958. Toward the end of his life, Remarque had several heart attacks, eventually killing him on September 24, 1970, in Locarno, Switzerland. The popularity of his novel made Remarque rise to the top of literature. He was quite the literary stud. He won the Great Cross of Merit Award in 1967, had a Peace Prize named after him in 1991, and had an institute founded after him at the University of New York in 1995. Remarque is easily the most influential war novelist to ever live by using his own experiences to create and show the destruction of war on an individual.